One.
Now, I think we need to address the situation from the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
I was going to ask you, do we know him?
Right? So is he from Torrance or does he just now live in Torrance? Big difference.
I don't know.
Big difference.
I heard that. I was like, do we know him? Do we know him?
I immediately start Googling. Yes. I don't, right? Because know. I don't think so. Because for real, he's the same age as my son. So could be, and it's Old Torrance, Torrance Bakery, Old Torrance.
Yeah.
But I don't have, and other, his siblings are kind of scattered out. So it's possible that he just now lives in Torrance and he's not actually from Torrance, but he did go to Cal State Dominguez Hills, but I couldn't find anything about where he went to high school. So anyways, I did 3 seconds of research. I didn't do much.
We'll have to, more will come.
I am monitoring.
We'll yeah, you're monitoring it.
Situation.
I figured as soon as I heard that, I was like, "Oh shit!" Torrance, good old Torrance.
I have to say, the amount of conspiracy theories. Now, what's the kid's name? Joe Smith? I don't know. Cole Allen? I don't know. Fairly, I don't want to say common name, but generic name. So people that are saying, oh, if you look at the Google Trends, something or other, that Israel and Iran and other international something or others were Googling his name 48 hours before this happened. Fantastic. Love the conspiracy there. Don't know what it means, but love that. So many. And then I would say the most epic moment of the whole thing is the interview with Dana White, UFC Dana White, where he says, people came running in with guns and were flipping over tables and telling everybody to get down. I didn't get down. I wanted to watch it all. It was awesome.
Okay. People are so stupid.
So, okay. I mean, okay.
Well, I'm sure we're going to hear a lot more on that.
I can't wait to hear all the fantasticness of it. It is so fantastic. The reality is, if you go back and you watch any political-based drama from 20, 30 years ago and in between, it doesn't matter who the president is. It doesn't matter if it's Republican. It doesn't matter if it's Democrat. It doesn't matter any of that stuff. We're talking about the same fucking shit that we have been for 40 years. Nothing's changed.
It's longer than 40 years. Yeah,
it's
forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
But trackable media and much more covered, right? Voter ID, immigrants, wars in Iran, Israel, the whole area.
Economy.
The economy, pumping oil. We weren't calling it climate change or environmental, but same. It's all the same.
Yeah,
it's
nothing changes.
Same.
Nothing changes.
Not
and
a thing.
They retire as billionaires.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we don't get political on this podcast.
No,
so.
But it was awesome. Is the quote of the whole incident that it should go down in perpetuity?
Oh God. Thanks for that.
That was awesome. His awesome was awesome. So yeah.
All right. Is that your shares here? You have something else for me.
And I have one other little thing that I can't give specifics, but I just want to say. If you're going to lie, you need to own that lie. If you are going to lie about where you live, what you do for a living, whether you're in a relationship or not, all of those things, you need to live that lie as if it were not a lie. Because when you say you live somewhere, but then you have pictures of you on your public social media accounts of you living your life at an address that is not the address that you say you live at, you're caught. You're busted. Like
Yeah.
you can't do it that way. You can't do it.
And then you have to come
pretend-
clean. If you can't own the lie, you got to come clean.
If you're busted, you're busted. But like
Yeah.
if you don't live somewhere, you don't say you do. Just because you're using your mom or dad's house as a post office box doesn't mean you live there.
Hmm. Exactly. Oh yeah.
That's all I have to
Oh,
say.
Yeah. And I know why, but we won't out anybody. So this really has started to annoy me when you're watching a TV show or a movie, and okay. Now, what is the going standard for creating a password for anything? For anything.
Oh, it's at least
has to
X
be-
number of
yeah.
right.
X number of
Capital
letters. It
number
has to have a
character.
capital,
Yeah.
a character, a number, okay? So when you're watching a show and they're trying to crack into someone's computer or phone, what's their password? I don't know. And they look across the room and they see like, the name of
A dog.
dead relative or a dog or something on a displayed. Oh, it must be Fluffy. And they type it in and boom, they're in. Okay. Not Fluffy 8765 exclamation point ampersand
Dollar sign.
hashtag.
Capital. Yeah.
No, just Fluffy and they're in. Annoying. That annoys me because it's just not real. It's not real. There's so much more involved in cracking a password than just, oh, it's the name of their dog. It's their kid. It's, their wedding date. No. I call bullshit on that.
Also, most people I think would probably safe to say the Google Chrome browser is probably the most popular. And I would imagine most people when Chrome says, oh, would you like me to store it in your Chrome browser? They probably say yes. Like if it's, especially if it's at home and it's your home stuff. Now, maybe if you're at work and or you work in a high security, maybe you're not, maybe you're a little bit, but Chrome will also create a crazy password for you. And it's like password manager, but like you have to put in like
Right.
like a code or something. Anyways, you just have to, like, if somebody could get into my computer, they can have everything saved. There's no guessing. You just start autofill. There, have it. Take it all.
Yeah, take it.
You're
Take
gonna
it
be
all.
able to get it anyways.
That just annoys me. Okay, another one. Yet another episode of holidays need to stay in their goddamn lane. I was floored. I was floored this week. Okay, Easter's barely a memory.
Yeah.
We're coming up on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I already saw Dads and Grads shit out.
Oh yeah. You got a plan.
What?
Get a
It's not
plan.
even like it's
No.
it was barely
Shush.
halfway through April.
Next
we're
week
already-
is back to school.
Oh God, it's Halloween already. Okay,
I've
I'm going to
seen
say it one more time. Stay in your damn lane, holidays. Stay in your damn lane.
I'm seeing a lot of USA America 250 like
4th of July
excessive-
stuff. Well, it is-
excessive 4th of July.
Because it is Memorial Day weekend kind of coming up. So you see a lot of that
Also,
kind of stuff for that. But yeah, 4th of July already? No.
Yeah.
Come on. All right. So today's topic, we spend a lot of time on the TikTok and the Instagram,
do.
and inevitably you will be bombarded with somebody's question of the day. So we decided to just kind of compile a little list of some fun questions of the day that we've come across. So why don't you get us started?
So the one that it is more first, I must say that all of the professional sports teams, athletic departments that do a fashion of this as they're coming in and out of practice or whatever, tickle me and I giggle and they're fun. One that came up that I had to think about for a while. If you had to wear a t-shirt, and this said for 1 year, but let's just say a week because nobody wants to wear the same shirt for a year, with one word on it, what would that word be? like one of the first things that pops to my head is those videos about the dogs that are unfriendly. And he yells unfriendly, and like, okay, so you could be unfriendly, like that could be a word, but like, no, I don't necessarily want to have all that negativity out there. Um, he's just trying to like put positive things out there, and then I think people are just kind of cynical, right? Like smile or kindness, and it's like feel like people are just gonna be like, I couldn't really come up with a really good one. Then I was trying to think like, let's come up with like a word that people are gonna go, oh, I don't know what that means. I couldn't think of anything super witty or clever. Yeah, I just couldn't come up with
Nothing?
one.
So you're not, you
I
didn't
mean,
come up with anything.
well, I didn't come up with anything that I felt worthy of.
Okay.
Like, right, I just go with like kindness, right? I would try to do something positive, but I wanted to come up with like a super, super, right? You could maybe supercalifragilisticexpialidocious just kind of
Yeah.
all spun around.
I couldn't really come up with anything clever either. Now, like a phrase, yeah, but just one word.
One word,
I
yes,
mean,
rough.
I said like, I don't know, peace, love, dogs,
Right?
something
Yeah.
like that. But I
Yeah.
do see a lot of interesting t-shirts over the course of the day when I'm interacting with people, and there's some pretty funny ones out there. A lot of America type of stuff. A lot of you're really showing your political leaning with whatever your shirt says. But yeah, I see some pretty funny ones over the course of the day. A specific one escapes me now, but a lot of America. A lot of America.
Well, where you are, yeah.
Yeah. Um, okay. What is the soggiest cereal? Like you have to eat it right away or it's mush.
Oh, that would that immediately easy. First of all, the unsoggiest cereal is Captain Crunch. That stuff takes forever to get soggy.
Yeah.
But the soggiest cereal is Life. I will pour the milk in the bowl and then put a handful of cereal in, eat that, and then put another handful in, and then eat. Because if you put the whole bowl in, you can't eat it fast enough. It gets so soggy so fast, and it is not good soggy.
Well, for
So
me, it was
Life,
Rice Krispies. I mean, that
yeah,
stuff's sog
that
within like
goes fast too.
seconds.
Yeah, yeah,
Seconds. Yeah,
yeah.
and I'd have to say, yeah, Captain Crunch, that's why we used to call it
Never.
the roof ripper, because
Yeah,
it would rip the roof off the
kill you.
top of your mouth because you wanted to eat it because it was yummy, but it was like, it hurts. So, yeah, gotcha on that one. Okay, give me another one.
If you want to make it colder in a room, do you turn the AC up or down?
Okay, so, okay, you go first. Because this one's going to take me a while.
Right? I feel like you say, "Oh, go turn it up," but like turn the cold air higher. So you're just go turn it up or go turn it down. Because I feel like if you're turning it,
So I have an explanation. So
okay,
if I were to say, "Oh my God, I'm freezing. Turn the heat up." Or
yeah,
God, I'm sweating. Turn the AC up. To me, I'm
right,
always turning it up because in my mind, it's not a temperature
right,
designation. It's a intensity. So I'm saying crank that shit. Crank it up.
yeah,
Crank it up hotter, crank it up colder. But if you're talking temperature, you would say turn the AC down, turn the temperature down because we want it cooler, right?
yeah, I
Or
think
turn the
so.
heat up because we
Yeah,
want it hotter. But to me, either way, it's up. Crank it up. Because crank it up or crank it down. Because I'm saying make it more. Give me more.
yeah. Yes, I think that, and I think most people also think that, but there is also something to be said with like you got to turn it down. I mean, you got to like
Yeah.
you got to push the down button.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get it. I get it. But that would be my that would be my interpretation of that.
Mine as well.
Okay. What was your least favorite childhood game? Mine, Battleship. So boring, hated it.
I'm trying to think. Mhm. My least favorite. We didn't. I mean,
It could be a
I
game. Doesn't
enjoyed
have to be a
Battleship.
board game.
No, I'm trying to think if there was like a like tag. Probably like
Hmm.
that was one of my least favorite, just because like most like I think that if I wasn't very good at it and I was always like I didn't like it, and I feel like I always ended up at tag because I was I was short with little legs and a little chunky and the youngest and all of those things.
You
So
didn't move real fast for the tag.
I did not move real fast.
Uh, oh
So I
God.
think I'm gonna go with tag.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I
then
didn't like
I was short. I
Battleship.
was chunky too. I didn't like to run. The fat kid.
I used to love to run. I used to run pretty fast, but
I used to love to climb. I was
not
a
anymore.
climber.
Yeah, not anymore. All right, give me another one.
What is something that you personally buy that people just don't understand? Like, what's a thing that you really like that people are just like, yeah, I don't like what? I don't get it. I feel like
Ca-
candy corn is one of those things. I
Carrot
don't
cake.
personally.
I
Carrot
love
cake,
carrot
yes.
cake. It's not a big popular one. I wanted a carrot cake wedding cake. I was talked out of it because nobody likes carrot cake. I'm like, I like carrot cake. We went to brunch when my mom was here, and the waitress is like, "Oh, it's your birthday, so you know what would you like as a dessert? We have carrot cake." I'm like, "Done.
Done. You
Don't
stop.
even
No
I don't
further.
even want to hear anymore. Carrot cake." Yeah. And I think I was the only one that ate it because nobody else likes it.
I think my intense love for marshmallows, people just don't get. Like
Mm,
it's like, oh, you like marshmallows? Like, I love
yeah.
marshmallows. Like
Yeah.
I like so I think just like the intensity of my love for the marshmallow is
Hmm.
what people are just kind of like,
Yeah. Kind of like what?
yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I've never taken a
Um,
poll, but I do get strange looks.
well, marshmallows all kind of taste the same,
Yeah.
but unless you get the fancy ones that have flavors, which those are good. But yeah, they are good. I do like a marshmallow. I don't know if I love a marshmallow. Like I could take them or leave them, but yeah. All right. Um, what is a smell that doesn't exist anymore, but you'd recognize it instantly?
This is very specific to where I lived. So in San Pedro, where I grew up, was upwind of a very small little bakery, DeCarlo Bakery. And
Mm.
at like 3:45 every day when they were doing their big bake, the smell of baking bread would waffle through. Oh, it was awesome. And if it was
Yeah.
and it wasn't every single day that you would smell it so strong, but when there was a breeze coming through, ooh, oh, you'd just go outside and just go,
Mm.
oh, it's
Yeah,
good.
for me, Bed Bath and Beyond, or as I like to call
Yep.
it, Bed Bath and Beyonce, they all had that smell, and
Same smell.
they're not around anymore. So it was a pleasant kind of not a perfumey smell, but not a clean, not like a cleaning supply smell. It was like
Yeah.
a, kind of a pleasant neutral smell.
They all
Um,
smelled the
they all
same.
smelled the same. Now, I will say that whenever I smell a brewery, it reminds me of going to the Newark airport. Because when we were kids, if we had to go to the airport, there was a Anheuser-Busch brewery
Okay.
right on the way. So every time I smell a brewery, that whatever, I think it's the yeast or something,
The
or the
hops or
brewing
something.
hops or whatever, it's like, oh, it smells like going to the airport. Yeah. All right, your turn.
What could you do a 1 hour presentation on right now without any preparation?
Secrets of the hotel industry. I could tell you everything. I could just stand up there and tell you everything. No notes, nothing. Stories, all of it. Boom, done. I would say yours would be something hockey related.
Yeah, I feel like I could probably do a pretty good like evolution of like what a player kind of like what to expect at kind of every age level. Because we've got like Zach, like we lived it youth hockey up to, and he had some friends and the routes they took that ended up that ultimately ended them in the NHL. Now, on a day to day basis, I probably couldn't tell you what an NHL player like really goes through, but like a pretty good idea, kind of how their schedule is. Because I didn't when I worked for the Kings, like I kind of knew. So I feel like like I could do probably several different specific hockey related ones. I also feel like I could do a pretty good one on random DMV or just in general, like car driving DMV rules and laws
Yeah,
because
I can see
of the
that.
amount because of the amount of times I had to do traffic school.
Mm.
And most of the laws really haven't changed much, and I'm moderately obsessed with some of them. So I when they do the whole like new laws coming in the beginning of
You're
the
like,
year, I read through like I
I'll
want to
see
know
you
them all.
later. I
I
gotta
want to
go
know
read
them
for a
all,
while.
right? Like like when like
Uh,
it's there are really only two speeding laws. There is driving at an unsafe speed and then driving past the maximum speed limit. So there's no like real law that says you're
yeah,
driving over the speed limit. It's that's the posted speed limit is what they feel is the safe speed. So when you go over it, you're driving at an unsafe speed. You're not
right.
driving over the speed like that's not the rule. So there's the like super weird idiotic phrases that they use to like
Yeah.
I learned those things.
I
Yeah.
learned one recently. Well, because running red lights in the state is a big deal. Like, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
it's yeah.
fatalities and accidents, so they're really
Yeah.
it's a really a harsh punishment if you get caught running a red light. Now, I had to look up. Okay, so what is the definition of, like, if it's
Right. Yellow
it's
versus red.
yellow, and how far into the intersection are you when it turns red for it to be considered you're running the red light? So
Right.
I did get an answer to that. It has something to do with the curb, where the curb
Okay.
extends. And so if you're within a certain number of feet of where the curb extends out from the sidewalk into the where the intersection is, that kind of determines whether you're okay or not. You're not running the red light or you're running the red light. The other one I thought was interesting was, it's not a question of who has the right of way. It's who has to yield the right of way to the other drivers. So that's where they get into these weird, like you said, how terminology.
Right.
It doesn't it's you get in an accident and it wasn't based on, well, who had the right of way. No, it's based on who had to yield the right of way. So if you were stopped and I was stopped and I start to go, but it wasn't my turn to go, I didn't yield the right of way to you, so I'm at fault. I mean,
Can we
I was just
can we
like, you
stop?
got to be kidding me. Can we stop?
Can we
Can
can
we
we stop with the
stop?
lawyer mumbo jumbo?
Ah, heretofore with? Yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, I I feel like I could probably also give a pretty good presentation on a lot of not in depth subjects, but like I know a little bit about a lot of things.
mhm.
Like I could just give you random stupid facts that don't connect together that you would look at me and go like, how the fuck do you know that stupid thing? Because
I know
that
that
has
was,
nothing to do with that, or that. And where did that come from?
yeah, it's like, I didn't put it on my list, but one of the questions of the day was, what's some random fact that you just happen to know?
So many.
And mine would be, it's that giraffes hum at night.
It's true. They do.
Yeah. Yeah, they hum at night. Yep. So that would be mine. All right, let me get one for you. Um, what is the first song that pops into your head when you hear High School Dance?
Now, this could go in so many directions, but I think the one that like for real, like really popped first was I Think We're Alone Now. But there was also some Salt and Peppa, and there was
Mhm.
also some Lisa Lisa. And there probably were some rap songs too, some pop rap songs, some breakdancing type songs. But I don't ever remember the names. But like I Think You're Alone Now for sure hit hard. And then there was it's not really a high school dance song, but there was uh Drama Ramas. What's that one? I hate it. Something about I hate you or anyways. I'm
Um,
sick of you
I give
tonight.
you everything,
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 yeah.
everything. That one.
So it's mostly the I'm so sick of you tonight. So
Yeah. I'm so
me
sick of
and
you
Damian Watson were
tonight.
friends and he did something stupid and pissed me off. And so we were going somewhere and in my car I had that song on my cassette tape and I just kept rewinding. I'm so sick of you tonight. 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 I'm so sick of
I'm so sick of you tonight.
Yeah,
I
over
thought
and
of
over, over and over.
I thought of like movies. So the
Okay,
first thing
yeah,
I thought of
yeah.
was in Napoleon Dynamite, they're playing Forever Young. Not Rod Stewart, Alphaville. Forever young. I want to be forever young. And they're all just standing there like,
Or
yeah. Or I think of
16 Candles.
16 Candles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Ba, ba, ba. That
I
movie.
know
Nice
this
manners, babe.
So funny.
Or I think of Carrie, the high school
Mhm.
prom scene in Carrie, but I don't remember what music was playing. So
Something
that was a
crazy.
way back machine.
That was definitely a Wayback Machine for sure.
Yeah. All right. give
Those
me
were the
another
only
one.
ones that I
Are those the only ones you had?
Those are
Okay.
the ones I wrote down. Yeah.
Okay. What store or restaurant that no longer exists would you bring back? I would bring back Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor.
Well,
Not that I'd go
they
there a
tried
lot,
to.
but
They-
those were fun.
I wonder if it's
And-
still open. There's one right here.
I don't know that there's any still around. There might be one random one.
Arrows, Buena Park.
I would also bring back
closed?
the
Oh
old
no,
school
it closed
arcades.
permanently. Yeah.
I'd bring back an old school arcade.
Now
Not
there
really
are
a store, but
handful
a business.
Yeah. There are a handful of little places that kind of made a resurgence where they're like an old school arcade / bar. And they do like events and they do things and they'll put like 15 different machines and they kind of rotate them out. And the only reason why I know this is because of my time working at Touch Tunes, because those are also the
Right.
same guys that like kind of operate all of the pinball really, really big.
Mhm.
But then there's this resurgence of these little like I think there's 2 or 3 like in Orange County, and I'm sure there's tons across the United States, but they're more bars that are trying to come up with a theme to get people to come in. So whatever happens to be popular, then they kind of rotate the games in and out. And then they have like competitive game nights and like it's a big huge whole
Like a
ordeal.
tournament, yeah.
And, yeah. So it's not quite the way it used to be, but they're still around. Now, maybe not a restaurant or store. Now, I would like to bring back Mervin's just because I like the commercial of the girl standing at the window going, open,
Open, open, open, open, open.
But what I would like to bring back, and I don't know if you remember these. I don't know if you were, when did you guys move to California?
It was like 79, 80.
Yeah, they were still around. Okay, so Carl's Jr. had this French fry.
Oh my God.
The original crinkle cut French fry.
Yes. Yes.
And they didn't.
we talk about
they
often.
Fucking love those French
And I don't
fries.
think they were. I think it wasn't like a cut potato. It was like a
No,
Pringles
it's a
kind of mashup
powder.
thing.
Yeah,
powder,
and they made them like it was their like little
Right.
factory because Carl's Jr. at the time was a much smaller chain, and so
Right.
it's like a powder, and they would form them in the crinkle shape, and then they probably put some sort of coating on it, and then you fry them, and they were so good. Now, but the machine, the press machine would break sometimes, and then they wouldn't have French fries, and then they'd have to go to like Smart and Final or the equivalent and
Right.
buy bags of French fries to make fries. So they got rid of it because that whole problem. The only thing that comes close to that same texture and taste are the smiley face frozen French fries that you can get like at the grocery store or like at Smart and Final. They're like, or right. If you find a smiley face or the alphabet ones, the ones that are
Okay.
shaped like alphabets. So if you see those
I'm gonna
have a
have to try
similar
that
taste and texture.
because
The smiley
I've
face.
never
Yeah.
had anything close to it ever, I
Yeah.
don't think.
Smiley
But oh
face.
God, I remember those fries. They were so
Oh,
good, but they weren't real. It's like
they were
they weren't real
definitely not
potatoes.
real.
They were like some
No.
dehydrated thing. All right, I'll have to look for the smiles because I think there's a
Smart and
brand
Final, I
called
think, has them.
McCain that makes
Mm-hmm.
frozen
Mm-hmm.
like fries and stuff. I think I've
Yeah.
seen those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe I'll try those.
Smiley face or letters, anything that's like
Yeah.
in a fake shape. Yeah,
Yeah, because
they're pretty similar.
they have to shape it. Yeah. They
Yeah,
have to have the machine to shape. That makes sense.
yeah, yeah.
All right, here's a good one. Name an artist that you will always defend no matter what.
Now I'm going to be honest. I'm not always going to defend anybody because at any given time,
This is
somebody's
true.
going to lose their fucking minds and do something that is indefensible. It's possible. However, I love Danny Elfman so much
Mhm.
and all that he's done. I don't know that he'd really do anything indefensible. He's 90, 100 years old or something crazy. Um, but, and he gets a little political here and there, but not off the rails political. And I don't think he creates anything really controversial. Like, and I don't think he's going to ever do, right? Like I don't think he's ever had a history of some sort of behavior that's going to, you're just going to go like, right? So I feel like I could defend him
Mhm.
pretty well, even though I may not agree with him in certain various arenas, but for the most part, that's probably one I
Yeah.
could.
I had a couple in mind, but number one, absolutely hands down, would have to be Dolly Parton.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
untouchable. She is
yeah,
untouchable.
I think
You
so.
can't touch her.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Dolly
think so.
Parton. Yep. Yeah.
I don't know where in my world having to defend Dolly Parton would come up. So that's
True.
probably
But
why I never really.
I mean, she has had a lot of plastic surgery and work done, which, I'm not a
Yeah.
huge fan of, but you know what? I mean, she looks great
She's
and she does
whatever.
great things. And I'm not a huge fan of her music, but I mean, you fire up Jolene, I'm singing.
Oh, Jolene, or let me
Um,
tell you, when we did the party bus for a friend's 50th birthday party recently, when I put on 9 to 5, that bus went crazy.
Sure.
It is a jam that you can put on in any given area with a group of people,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it will
Oh,
turn
yeah.
a room into chaos of fun.
True that. Okay. What is the snackiest cracker? Like you could eat the whole box watching TV.
This is probably going to be weird, but I do love those nut thins. The way they
Oh,
crunch,
really?
and they're not too like, I love them. Just the plain salt nut thins.
Mm.
I love
See,
them.
when we were kids, my mom, I mean, we had Triscuits and that was pretty much
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah.
then like if we were having a get together or a party or something, my mom would go and get chicken in a biscuit and we would eat the whole box. It's horrible. And then as we got older, I do love goldfish, but
Yeah,
I especially love the Parmesan flavored ones. Not
I do.
not the
I also,
traditional cheddars. They're okay, but
yeah,
Parmesan. Also, you put a box of better cheddars in front of me, I'll eat the whole
yeah.
damn thing. They're like
I don't.
thin and crispy and salty and
Yeah.
yeah.
Anything, any cracker that's like cheddar or cheese flavored, I'm not gonna be inclined to eat the whole box. I do
Mhm.
love the like plain goldfish.
Mhm.
I do love a Ritz cracker. Oh, peanut butter and jelly Ritz cracker.
Mm.
Love
Well,
that.
we used to love saltines when we were kids with our tomato soup and our grilled cheese sandwiches. I do like a good saltine, but
Somehow,
they are not all made the same. They're not all made the
no.
same. So premium
I
is my
prefer
brand.
the
Get those
oyster.
crispies out of my face. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the oyster
Oyster
cracker
crackers are
shape,
good. Yep.
not the square ones as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's why
Absolutely.
I don't buy them because if I am gonna try and buy something like that, I try and get the ones that are in like individual packages so I can
Hmm.
portion
Yeah, the
control myself because
little
I
halfies.
don't have control.
I
I'm a
don't
fat
either.
kid. I don't have
Yeah.
control.
Okay. Name a movie that made you sit in silence after it ended.
This was a tough one
I said
because
Schindler's
as you
List. I mean, you kind of got
to
to
be
sit
honest,
there for a minute and be like, all right,
never
what just
saw it.
happened? Yeah.
Never saw it. I mean, this was old school. The first time I saw Citizen Kane,
Mm-hmm.
I sat. I recall like at the end of Thelma and Louise because I didn't see that coming. Right, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
whoa, like not um,
Never seen that movie.
nothing too deep. I've never seen Schindler's List, so
Yep.
we're even. Um, I couldn't think like Shutter's Island or something from M. Night Shyamalan probably made me
Yeah.
ponder. Um, yeah, it's like when you start thinking of probably more TV shows now than movies. I don't really watch.
Well, and this kind of goes along with a movie ending or plot twist that blew your mind.
Yeah,
And for
yeah, I
me,
don't.
anything Hitchcock
Yeah, all of
always has
them.
a good
Yeah,
plot twist.
yeah,
Planet of
all
the
of the.
Apes. I mean,
Yeah,
I'll ride or die on that hill. The original Planet of the Apes. Never saw that coming. Never saw it coming. I won't spoiler alert it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but you know.
I mean the whole series. Like, right, you get anything sci-fi is probably going to
Mm-hmm.
gives you a little
Yeah.
curiosity.
Yeah.
Anything
This
with
is true.
little. I think things that have a little sci-fi in them, as opposed to being full sci-fi, are more intriguing
Mm-hmm.
than the full
Mm-hmm.
sci-fi.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah. Yeah.
for my
I'm
taste.
not a big fan of like I've said this before, like Star Wars, Star Trek. That was my brother's
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Lord of the Rings. I mean, uh, Game of Thrones was kind of a stretch for me.
yeah.
Harry
That's
Potter's kind of a stretch for me.
yeah,
That kind of stuff. But yeah, but like Pirates of the Caribbean, that kind of stuff, it's fanciful, it's fantasy, but it's got kind of a little bit of reality. Like that could happen. But
yeah.
stuff where it's just, oh, well, magic will explain that. No, no, not doing that. Not doing it. Okay. A sound or a noise that you heard growing up that just doesn't exist anymore. For me, it's the when you leave the phone off the hook. It'd be like, oh,
How about
phone's off somewhere. I
the
mean, you
fax
could
machine?
hear that. It was loud. The dial up. Sorry to all our AMSR people out there.
The grinding of a stick shift.
God. That always reminds me of the Peanuts when they went to France. The dog's driving the car. He kept grinding the gears. Why is the dog driving the car?
It's
How
Peanuts.
did they get to France by themselves with no adults?
So much kids.
Anyways.
Also, too, right? Like we do it, but people don't understand. Here's a teachable moment. Wah, 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 wah.
When we go, wah, I had a boss that did that. He'd be all wah, wah, wah. And we're like, okay. Oh, God. We could spend all day on those kids.
Yeah. So funny.
Now, one sound that terrifies me is when I can't really do it anymore because I have the push button start on my car. But when your car's already on,
oh yeah,
you forget it's on.
Yeah,
crank the key. It's all. You're like, oh my God, I just broke the car. I just did serious damage to the car. I can't drive it. I got to go straight to the mechanic. What's wrong? What did I do? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a tough one.
those are some good ones.
Okay, I think I've got like two or three more. Um, what is something from your past that makes you feel instantly at ease?
Nothing.
For me, it would be like, because, my mom still lives in the house that we grew up in. So when I go visit her, it's kind of like, it's comfortable, it's familiar, everything's where it should be. If something's out of place, I'm like, what is that doing there? I don't recognize that. Then she's got to go through a whole explanation. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think just in general, for me, like being near the sound of the ocean, that's
Hmm.
like that's my calming sound.
Yeah.
Um, and not that I lived by the ocean when I was little, but I don't know. That's my, I don't know. That's probably the
Yeah.
only one.
That's a good one.
There's not a lot of things in life that put me at ease, okay? Let's be honest. Xanax, a little tiny orange pill.
Okay. From your past, from your past. Okay. Let's see. I think I have one more. What is a wildlife encounter that you will never forget?
Wildlife. I mean, I hit a raccoon once with like, so where I live, I hit a raccoon. I felt so bad, but the dumb thing was running across the street. I hit my brakes and it turned around and went the other way.
Yeah, that's
Raccoon. What are you gonna do?
they'll do that.
So I will say that so where I live, there's a flood control channel that kind of goes like around the neighborhood, and that's where the coyotes kind of go in and out. And then it's also right next to the high school, and so if they come up the flood channel, they kind of scooch under the fence to get onto it's like at night. So I heard one like yelping, screaming, like, and so I'm trying to figure out where it was, and so I was driving down the street to kind of find it, and as I turned around and my lights went right on it, it had gotten stuck underneath the fence. Like, I called the non-emergency line, and I'm like, look, I don't know how long it's going to be stuck there. I don't know how stuck it is, but like in 4 or 5 hours, kids are going to be going to school, and so like
Yeah.
maybe somebody needs to try and get out there and like not have it stuck, because if it does get free and kids are walking by, or kids are stupid, they're going to
Yeah.
torment it. Like,
Or
that
it's
could be
gonna get
not so
spooked and bite someone. Or,
right.
yeah.
Or 10 more are going to come, and so if you guys could maybe send somebody out there just to see if they can help it move along. But that was probably I've come across a couple of rattlesnakes, but I don't really engage in wildlife type of, I don't.
Well, I had a bear in the dumpster one time,
Yeah, you
and
lived in
yeah,
wildlife country for a
I
while,
lived in
so.
Wild Kingdom, so I had to get him out. I thought about leaving him in, and that's happened where people they lock the dumpster and there's a bear in there, and when you go in to unlock the dumpster in the morning, you have a very angry bear. So I thought, well, I don't want to do that. Do I just leave it? No. What if a guest comes out late to dump their trash? Then they have to deal with it. So I'm thinking, okay, what do I do? And, stupidly,
Throw a
I
hunk of
thought,
meat
I'm going to just throw the lid open and back away.
and
Throw the
run.
lid open and back away. This was after I kind of pounded on the side of the dumpster, like, hey, you got to go. Like it's, a
Move
house
along,
cat.
bud.
So I go to throw the lid open, and this giant head comes up right in front of me, and I'm like, So that's when the fight or flight kicked in, and I'm not fighting a bear. So I
No.
turned around and started running across the parking lot in flip-flops.
Which is probably the worst thing you could do,
Worst
right?
thing
You're not
you can
supposed to
do.
run.
So I stopped about halfway across, and I thought, oh shit, you're not supposed to
I'm not
run
supposed to
because it
run.
makes them want to chase you. So I turn around, and the bear is sitting on the dumpster. He's in the dumpster. The lid is on his head. His paws are up on the edge, and he's looking at me, and I start kind of going towards him like, come on, you gotta go. Come on, shoot, shoot. And he literally did this. And he climbed out of the dumpster and went behind the dumpster. There was like a little hill. So I kind of creep forward. I latch it up real fast. I look. He's just sitting there like, are you done? Because I'm not done. And apparently I didn't latch the dumpster locked. I just kind of put the hasp over it and it was loose. That bear, the next morning I came in and that entire dumpster was flipped on its side and it was open enough that he could get his paw in there and pull out trash.
Do some.
And I
Great.
just thought, okay, well, I'm not going to do that again.
No.
I've also fed a giraffe, which is interesting because here's another thing that I know, ironically,
Where
about
were you
giraffes.
when you? Where were
At
you
the
when you
Living
fed
Desert.
a giraffe?
At the Living
Okay.
Desert in Palm Springs. So they have a platform you stand on,
Yeah.
and they give you a
Okay.
carrot, and it comes over all, with those eyelashes and all happy.
Humming.
Now, no, because it was daytime. So a giraffe's tongue is as many inches long as it is feet high. So if a giraffe is 10 feet high, his tongue is 10 inches long.
Got it.
So this was a big adult giraffe coming at me, and they're like, just hold it out, hold the carrot out. So I go to hold it out, and he bends his head down, and this tongue came at me like a science fiction movie. I was like, that's an alien. And I almost dropped the carrot. I start going, and they're like,
They
no,
should
no.
probably warn you, right?
Well, they were trying to. They're like, put your arm, extend your arm all the way out. And don't back up because he's going to come at you because he wants that carrot. And then here's a younger giraffe, a smaller one, like getting his mouth in between his tongue is going in between the fence at my feet on this platform. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, oh, Jesus. And they're like, just let it go. As soon as his tongue grabs it, let go. And then you can back away. I'm like, they're giraffes. And they're frightening. They're big.
So African safari is maybe not on the bucket list?
Well, I mean, you're looking at stuff from afar. I'm okay when they're far away. Like I'm not a fan of horses, but on the other side of a fence, they're beautiful. Ladybugs, fine, not in a swarm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
that's fair.
giraffes, beautiful, lovely, not that close.
Now,
Don't really want to feed them.
not wild animal, but we did have the local beach here shut down Friday because of a aggressive shark in the water. People get all, oh, there's a shark. I'm like, there are sharks near
Yeah.
all the
They've
time.
always been there.
Every day, all day.
They're always
The
there.
only time you hear about them is when they get a little too close to the people and they're circling in a weird way.
Mhm.
But they're always there,
Yeah.
swimming underneath.
Yeah.
I ask the
A lot of
lifeguards all the
things in
time.
the
I'm like,
ocean.
how many sharks did we see today? Well, there's a couple of them out there.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, they know.
Thanks.
They
They
know.
know all the time.
All right, so that's all I got for some TikTok question of the day
It's some
fun.
fun.
So,
Yeah.
what you talking about, Willis?
So it's not really it's just a new phrase. It's not even a new phrase. It's just a phrase. So Violent Gentlemen Hockey Club is an ironic violent gentleman. They put together, they do collaborations, they're local. They also they are also involved in jiu-jitsu locally, but they have t-shirts and stuff. And one of their new kind of catchphrases and branded on everything is check on your teammates. So, right, like if you haven't heard from somebody in a while or you think somebody's maybe behaving a little bit differently, right, check on your teammates. Make sure your peeps are hanging in there, they're doing okay, that if they need anything that you're around. So that was just my little, everybody should check on their teammates today. Put a shout out to
That's a
some
good one.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
Also, they have a new model, Zach Blair, who was
Who would that be?
it was just like, hey, are you available? We need some people to take some pictures in the new shit. And he's like, sure, why not?
All right, go for it.
No,
All right,
free.
I'll have to check that
I
out.
don't even know if he got to keep the t-shirt, but anyways.
I came across some fashion that has me a little flummoxed.
Okay.
Um, okay, so there are infinite amount of different cuts, colors, fits when it comes to jeans. Okay.
Correct.
Now, I came across barrel fit jeans.
Oh yeah. This big yeah.
What in the name of Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey is this? Because
What in the hammer time?
what in the you can't touch this ridiculous world is this fashionable? Who's wearing? I've never seen anybody wearing these. I've only seen pictures of them. Do you have rickets? Are you bow-legged? Are these clown pants? Did you join a circus? What's going on here? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Who can wear
All of
these?
those
Who
things.
wears these?
Well, I mean, I think anybody who's super pretty and skinny can wear anything. It doesn't mean it looks good on them. It just means that nobody's paying attention to the clothes they're wearing because of everything else about them.
Well, we're going to take it a step further. So the traditional barrel fit, if you can call it that. So it's tapered at the waist.
Yeah.
It extends out as it goes down the leg.
Mhm.
And then it
Tapered at the
tapers
ankle.
at the ankle. Okay.
Yeah.
So now there's something called carrot fit. Carrot fit. So it's similar to barrel fit, except it starts tapering below the knee as opposed to the
Yeah,
ankle.
so hammer time. Yeah.
So it's almost like a loose fit and then tapers as it hits your shin calf.
It kind of reminds me of like what like George Washington wore, right? Like they had
Yeah,
those
like
kind
almost
of
like a
poofy
knicker.
pants.
Almost like
Yeah.
a knicker. But instead of where it stops at the knee and poofs, it kind of
Yeah.
just keeps going and tapers. Also, who's wearing these? Why? And
Look, I shop at Costco for my clothes. I don't know.
yeah. True.
I have a lot of
I've had
sweats
the
and
same
leggings.
like 3 pairs of jeans for 10 years, So I
certainly when anybody in the world mentions my name, the thought of, oh, she knows fashion is definitely not one of the top 5,000 things that would come to anybody's mind.
Yeah.
I am not equated with ever in the history of ever. Has anyone ever thought she has decent fashion sense?
Yeah.
Never.
I mean, when
Never.
loose fit came along, hallelujah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
stretch jeans. Yes.
Yes. But not
Yes.
jeggings because those are gross. Big difference. Big difference.
No.
Big difference.
Pajama jeans. I had a pair. Loved them. Loved them. That's all I got.
That's all I got
today.
That's all I got. I'm going to go to
That's all I
Costco and buy a new wardrobe.
Okay. So speaking of the SCO, so I said last week I was going because the food court
Yeah.
was
Oh yeah,
reopened.
they reopened it. And no,
It wasn't open. So we're going to try again today. I think for sure it's open now. So we're going to go because
wow. If it's not, you better raise some hell.
something. Well, there was pictures of people actually eating, so I think it's open.
There you go. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're gonna check that
I gotta
out.
head
Yeah.
to the Co.
Yeah.
That's on my to-do list.
I don't need to buy anything. I just need to go and eat. So
I need some cleaning supplies. I'm starting to run low on a few things, so.
You clean?
Shh. Occasionally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
it's a rare
thoroughly.
occasion.
Yeah.
It's a rare occasion. All right. So that's all I got.
Okay, that's all I got. Everybody have a
Okay.
fantastic day.
Have a fantastic day, a fantastic week. Spring is in the
Yeah.
air.
Well, something's in the air. All right. Peace out.
Peace out.